Hello and welcome. You're joining us again in the daily edition of IntoVietnam, only here on VITV channel. Let's take a look at our top stories. Vietnam surpasses China to be the apple price for Japanese investors. Difficulties in handling non-performing loans with state budget. Garment and textile sees material localization rate up to 50%. Results of the research conducted by Japanese company of Teikoku Databank reveals Vietnam has actually overtaken China to become the best and most competitive destination for Japanese investors. It was selected by the most of them for outsourcing production. According to the survey results, 10.9% of Japanese enterprises regard Vietnam as the best place for outsourcing production, while the rate for China was 6.9%. The survey was carried out by Teikoku Databank in September over more than 23,000 Japanese companies who show the most interest in the furniture, garment and textile, information and technology sectors here in the country. They cited the main reasons for choosing Vietnam for its low labor cost, young and capable labor force. The survey also revealed Vietnam ranked in the 4th position among sales market of the greatest focus by Japanese enterprises, followed by China, the United States and Thailand. The Finance Minister Dinh Tiến Dũng on October the 21st was quoted saying Vietnam will pay $150 trillion or $7.1 billion to clear out short-term domestic and international loans. According to the state budget estimate and disbursement for 2015, in the fiscal year, the government proposed a state budget level of 5% of GDP or $226 trillion. Also, according to the plan, Vietnam's public debt next year within the permitted limit of no more than 64.5% of GDP. In 2014, the country's state budget deficit was forecast at $224 trillion or 5.3% of GDP. The finance minister said the state budget surplus of $52 trillion is appointed for debt payment and for urgent uses, including national and social securities. Recently, the Ministry of Planning and Investment proposed to use the state budget to handle non-performing loans of state-owned enterprises. However, the suggestion wasn't welcomed, especially by the working class. Additionally, the burden of public debt and budget deficit also affects budget expenditure decisions. Watch for more.
Tax collection accounts for more than 80% of the total state budget income. Thus, to handle the NPLs with the budget means the debt burden is put onto the people. For taxpayers, it is obviously unfair.
Là về cách sử dụng ngân sách nhà nước, đây là lý do mà tôi phản đối nhất. Ngân sách nhà nước của chúng ta thực ra trước nay được coi là được sử dụng không hiệu quả. Những đồng tiền đã đi đâu, được sử dụng như thế nào, bao nhiêu đồng tiền đã thực sự sử dụng vào cho nhân dân, cho đất nước thì không biết nó như thế nào. Bây giờ một cái việc lớn như thế, một khoản tiền khổng lồ như thế đổ vào đó, tôi không biết là những ai sẽ đứng ra để thực hiện cái công việc này, những dự thảo này, khoản tiền lớn đấy sẽ được đầu tư như thế nào, cứu doanh nghiệp như thế nào, hỗ trợ ngân hàng như thế nào, hiệu quả của nó đến đâu. Nếu không hiệu quả thì ai sẽ chịu trách nhiệm, hay là lúc đấy lại nói là vì tiền của nhân dân, vì chúng tôi tất cả cùng làm cho nên không ai chịu trách nhiệm. Như vậy thì có một cái sự công bằng nào cho những cái số tiền mà nhân dân đã đóng góp.
Many other countries spend 15 to 12% of GDP to handle NPLs. However, in Vietnam, even if the labor force agreed on the suggestions, with the budget's deficit of 5% at the present, the contribution of the budget in order to break the destructive loan bottleneck wouldn't be easy. That is not to mention the wasteful and ineffective use of the state budget.
Là buộc phải bơm tiền vào hệ thống từ ngân sách của chính phủ, ngân sách công. Nhưng mà chính phủ chúng ta đều biết là không còn ngân sách nữa, bởi vì là chúng ta thâm hụt ngân sách là 5% một năm và cái trần nợ công chính là của Quốc hội đưa ra là đến 65% GDP đến năm 2020. Thì theo một cái tính toán khác của chúng tôi Thì để làm được điều này ấy, thì thâm hụt ngân sách của Việt Nam chỉ có thể được duy trì là 4% một năm từ nay đến 2020. Mà cứ vượt lên đấy là sẽ vượt trần nợ công. Đấy là một bài toán về nợ công rất là khó của chúng ta.
The state budget has always been deficient, so it would be burdened if it was used for clearing the NPLs. However, Vietnam must speed up unfreezing credit to spur economic growth. Therefore, a synchronous and robust coordination of many solutions, including the budget, is needed.
Nợ nó là một khoản lỗ, và khoản lỗ đấy thì phải có người chịu. Nếu mà để cho mỗi ngân hàng chịu không ấy thì rơi vào tình trạng rủi ro hệ thống, đổ vỡ toàn bộ hệ thống không thể chịu được. Để cho doanh nghiệp chịu thì cũng không thể được vì nó liên quan đến cái phát triển dài hạn của nền kinh tế. Mà để cho ngân sách nhà nước chịu thì cũng không được vì nó là sự công bằng. Do vậy cho nên các bên, mỗi bên phải chịu một ít. Và khi mỗi bên chịu một ít như vậy mà sử dụng linh hoạt, kết hợp tất cả các biện pháp lại với nhau ấy thì nó sẽ kích hoạt được cái thị trường mua bán nợ phát triển.
Better resolution requires financial resources. However, finding the source must be taken into great consideration. Otherwise, short debt conditions will get worse and affect banks' balance sheets.
According to the Vietnam Garment and Textile Group of Vinatex, local material suppliers have so far satisfied 50% of apparel producers' needs, including 2% of cotton orders, 1/8 of garment needs, and 140,000 tons of fiber a year. Local suppliers, however, serves mainly the manufacturing of average-grade products and working clothes, while high-grade products are still using imported materials. It is expected that local apparel turnover will see a rise of 10 to 15%. Vinatex alone is estimated to contribute around 22 trillion dong to the total, or 30%. On October the 21st, the Vietnam Ho Chi Minh City Securities Company says its net profit in Q3 rose significantly by 86% from the corresponding period last year. The Ho Chi Minh City Securities Corporation, the second biggest brokerage by market share on Vietnam's main stock exchange, saw their profit hitting 105 billion dong, or $4.95 million in Q3. Revenue from brokerage almost doubled, while consulting services dropped by 7 times in the third quarter. January-September net profit since surging 78% from the same period of 2013 to 320 billion dong. The Prime Minister has approved the plan to equitize the Vietnam National Sea Products Corporation, better known as CA Products. Under the plan, Sea Products' total value for equitization is more than 1.48 trillion dong, or $70.47 million, including more than 1.37 trillion dong, or $61.14 million, owned by the state, part of which will be sold. Out of the remaining capital, 423,600 shares, or 0.34% of the charter capital, will be sold to the company's employees at preferential prices. Another 60.8 million shares, or 48.6% of the charter capital, will be put up for public auction. From 2015 onwards, the state-owned shares in Sea Products are scheduled to be divested to account for less than 51% of the charter capital. In 2013, the corporation recorded 3.46 trillion dong, or more than $164.7 million in net revenue, and 105 billion dong, or $5 million in pre-tax profit. And now it's time to update on import and export activities across the country.
Vietnam has exported more than 139 tons of rice during the first 2 weeks of October, bringing the total rice export volume so far this year to 4.9 million tons, generating more than $2.1 billion in value, according to the Vietnam Food Association. The price for rice in October is $458.35 per ton, a slight increase from $439.11 per ton in September. Without government interventions to increase temporary rice stock, the price remained high Due to the large volume of rice exported to China via border gate, Vietnam expects to produce 25.48 million tons of paddy for all of 2014, of which over 17 million tons of commercial paddy, equivalent to 8.5 tons of rice, will be shipped abroad.
Before we go, let's take a look at today's local gold prices, forex and stock market. Well, that's all for this edition of Into Vietnam. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon and goodbye for now.